नवीन देखना जरा, मेरा वीडियो अनेबल्ड नहीं है।
If there is any teacher in the attendees, please raise your hand. We'll make you a panelist. Dr. Devendra, we have promoted you as a panelist. You may lower your hand now. Dr. Shantanu, I am promoting you as a panelist. Please rejoin. Students, this is a recorded session. It is live on YouTube also. Join with your original names. Within which department you are from? You have raised your hand. You are in attendees.
नहीं हो रहा।
Ma'am, your video is not enabled.
आदित्य, आई एम नॉट एबल टू शेयर। वो बोल रहा है कि होस्ट हैज डिसेबल्ड इट। नहीं, शेयर शेयर कर पा रही। हाँ हाँ। स्क्रीन तो शेयर कर पा रही हूँ, वो ऑप्शन दे रहा है वो।
Lakshay, are you there? You please try sharing your screen. The right is with you. Please check.
Sure.
You're saying something?
Hello. A very
Yeah.
good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You may stop sharing now, Lakshay.
Okay,
Thank you.
ma'am.
If there is any teacher for presentation in attendees, please raise your hand. We'll make you a panelist. I think we may start now.
Should we start? Should we start now? Am I audible?
Yeah, but your voice is low. Try increasing your volume.
Am I audible now? Yeah. Should we start? Or okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, respected principal sir, IQAC coordinator, and GE coordinators, and all my other faculty members who are present here to orient the students for the generic elective that they must choose in the first semester. Uh, I welcome you all. And I also congratulate all the new students who have joined Sri Venkateshwara College. And we will start off our orientation with opening remarks by Dr. Deepti Jain. She's a member of IQAC Sri Venkateshwara College. Ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Jhansi. So very good afternoon to all the teachers present here and all the first year students who are very keenly joined us in this meeting. So I hope students, you all have received your first semester timetable, and in the department orientation, you got to know the academic structure of the first semester. So in semester 1, apart from your core disciplines, you will be studying GE course, one SEC course, one VAC course, and one AEC course. So GE is for generic elective, SEC is skill enhancement course, VAC is value addition course, and AEC is ability enhancement course. These courses you can choose from a pool of papers. So this orientation is organized by IQAC to help you make an informed choice about the GE course. So the idea of the GE course is study papers from a discipline which is not your core discipline. There are 4 types of courses. One is honors course, in which there is only one core discipline. Another is BA program course, in which there are 2 core disciplines. Third is BSc program course. Life sciences is there in our college. They have 3 core disciplines. And fourth is BCom program course. So there are different rules for them to choose a GE discipline. GE discipline must be different from your core discipline. That's the plain idea. So how to choose a GE discipline? Suppose you have got admission in electronics honors. Okay, and that was your first choice. First favorite subject is electronics. So the second most favorite subject, you can choose it as a GE course, GE discipline. And in that discipline, if you study 7 papers, then you will be eligible for a minor degree in that discipline. So your second best, most favorite discipline could be your GE discipline. But of course, there are certain rules. And our GE coordinator is with us to help you know about all those rules. Some eligibility criteria are there. Please listen to this orientation program, go through all these things, and you have to fill your details on the ERP portal. I'm sure that you all have received your ERP login credentials in your emails. That is our college ERP portal, SAS portal. You use your login credentials, log in into that. After first login, you will be prompted to change your password. You change the password and write it somewhere safely. You will need it again and again to check different things. The papers which will be allocated to you will be reflected there on the portal. You will check your attendance on the portal. You will check your internal assessment, continuous assessment marks on the portal. So when you log in into the portal, on the dashboard, you will see course allocation form. In the course allocation form, first you have to answer certain questions. And when you submit the answer, you will get a form in which you have to fill your GE choices, SEC choices, VAC choices. The form is not yet taking the preferences. It will be open after all the orientation programs are done, GE, SEC, VAC. So you listen to these orientation programs, attend all these things. The concerned teacher, the teachers of each department are joining in. They will give you the brief idea of the GE paper they are offering for the first semester students. From that, you shortlist 3 papers and arrange them in the order of preference. First preference, that means you want it the most. In case, we try our best to give you the first preference. In case we are not able to allocate the first preference, we go to the second and then third. So in order of preference, you have to fill your choices of GE papers. Second और third आप ऐसे ही मत भर दीजिएगा. कई बार होता है स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं कि सेकंड हमें लगा था फर्स्ट मिलेगी, फर्स्ट मिली नहीं, सेकंड थर्ड तो हमने ऐसे ही भर दिया था. Okay, so don't do that. Be mindful what you are filling it up. You can keep a copy of that, or you can record it somewhere, what all preferences you have given. You listen to all the teachers, they will tell you the brief idea about the paper. You shortlist the papers and then make an informed choice about GE, SEC and VAC. And also, no change in these papers will be allowed after the allocation. So be very, very careful while filling the form. So now I request Professor Sharda, who has joined us. She is the GE coordinator for our college. She will tell you in detail all the rules, how to choose a GE discipline.
Thank you, Deepti. Good afternoon, students. Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, Dr. Deepti has
given you a brief idea about what you are going to do in the near future when the GE, BAC and the SEC form comes. So I will give you a brief overview of what are the rules and what GEs you can fill and how you have to go about filling the GE form. Okay. So before you fill the GE forms, there will be general instructions for filling the GE form. I advise you to go through those instructions very, very carefully. Read those instructions carefully, understand, check your eligibility. Whether you are eligible for a particular course or not. Check what are the prerequisites for that course, whether, you satisfy the prerequisites. And only after that, when the form comes, as the Deepti ma'am told you, that maybe, sometime in next week, the form may come. So whenever the forms are floated, you will have to go to the college SAS portal. Login IDs for you will be created very soon. After that, you will be able to log into the portal and you will be able to access the form and fill it. So the notification that we will give, there will be a joint notification for GE, BAC and the SEC. Please go through that notification and see the timelines. Please fill in the form within the timelines because as Deepti ma'am said, after the last date is over, you will not get second chance to fill the form. Okay, so please make sure all of you are in touch with your CRs because this notification will go to CR group. It will come to your class WhatsApp groups also. See that you don't miss this message, and whenever the forms are floated, you fill the form in time. Okay, so very importantly, it is important that you fill all the options because the GE, the BAC and the SEC, you will be allotted only after you have filled this form. And as Deepti ma'am said, we are asking for 3 options for GE, generic elective paper, BAC as well as SEC. So normally what we have seen when your seniors, the 3rd semester or the 5th semester students, they were filling the forms, they would put the first choice, their desired choice, and they would repeat it as a 2nd and 3rd preference, or they will leave the 2nd and 3rd preference blank. I would strictly advise you against that because, in that case, we will have to put you on hold and then the subject allocation will be delayed. So if you are not allocated the GE or the BAC or the SEC paper, you will not be able to attend the classes. So if you want to attend the classes, you want to, save yourself from running around and looking for coordinators, GE, VAC, SEC coordinators, please fill in the 3 preferences as desired in the form. And there are some guidelines which you need to understand better. The first thing is the generic elective paper that you choose should be different from the paper offered by your parent department. What is your parent department? For a student who has enrolled in mathematics honors, mathematics department will be your parent department. So you cannot choose a GE offered by maths department. Likewise, if you have enrolled into Hindi honors, then Hindi is your parent department. You cannot choose a GE offered by Hindi department. And you will be hearing more about this concept of major and minor over the next 3 or 4 years that you are with us. Just to tell you very briefly, Deepti ma'am also said, 7 GEs, if you choose, actually there are over a period of 4 years. I will come to you, Tanisha. Okay, let me just finish. There are 10 possible generic elective papers. Out of those 10 possible generic elective papers, you have to do 7 from a particular discipline that will earn you a minor degree in that discipline.
having said that, this rule has come this year. You have to be very mindful of this, that every discipline, has identified 3 papers as compulsory generic elective papers. So when you choose to do a particular discipline as your minor, please make sure that you positively do those 3 compulsory GE papers. Otherwise, in spite of doing 7 different GEs, you will not be able to get a minor degree. Okay, so please be very, very careful about this. Now I will, there are different rules for different courses. One by one, I will try to explain these things to you. First of all, let us go to the honor student. Those of you who are doing the honors course, for first semester, you have to choose one GE among the different pool of GEs which are there. Okay, so except for your parent department, you can choose any GE that you like. Deepti ma'am just now said that you choose your next favorite subject as GE. So for example, if you are a student of chemistry, you may have liking for maths or you may have liking for biochemistry. So you can choose maths or biochemistry depending upon your liking as your generic elective course. Okay. Now let us go to BA program students. BA program students, there are 2 types of, core papers that you all have. First, students who have no language as core papers, like for example, you may have eco, pol science, history, pol science. So these students, they do not have a language as their core. For all such BA program first semester student in Sri Venkateswara College, you have to take English as GE. Beta, semester 1 to semester 4, it is compulsory that you do language courses. Okay? Your language in semester 1 should be same as your language in semester 3. And your language in semester 2 should be same as your language in semester 4. You cannot do the same language in 2 consecutive semesters. That is very, very important. Okay. So those students who have no language as core, it is very simple. You have to choose English as GE. Those of you who have one language as core, now for example, you may have economics Telugu, you may have economics Hindi, or other examples. In that case, there are 2 things that you have to take care of. Beta, we will take your questions in the end. Okay, please save your questions. I will come to your questions after I have finished, telling you what I have to tell you. For those of you who have one language as core, you have to do 2 papers of the same language. For example, if I have, and that language should be different from your core language. And also, the language that you do as GE and your core language, one among the 2 has to be a MIL. It has to be a Indian language. Okay. So, with one language as core, you may do the one language as GE either in the odd semesters, that is semester 1 and 3, or in semester 2 and 4. So if, for example, you choose to do language in odd semester, then in the even semester, semester 2 and 4, you will have to choose GE paper from the open pool. Okay. Now here, please note one thing very, very carefully. Those of you who have English as a paper, English as GE in the odd semester. Okay. So you will have to do an open pool in the odd semester, and in the even semester, you can take a language course that may be Hindi, that may be Sanskrit, that may be Tamil or Telugu. The college is offering 5 different languages: English, Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, and Telugu. So one language can be taken as GE. Okay, I hope that is very clear to you. So this is what I have written here also. So if you have one language as core, you have to do only one language as GE. And that cannot be done in the simultaneous semesters, either in the odd semester 1 and 3 or in the even semester 2 and 4. Now here beta, if you want to do Hindi as GE, now in our college, BA program is doing Hindi only in the even semesters. So for all such students who want to do Hindi as GE, in the odd semester, you take open pool, and in the even semester, you can take Hindi as GE. So I hope I have made myself clear. BA program students, please understand these rules very, very carefully. Otherwise, you can have problems later on. And then we will have to keep coming back to you, calling you, बेटा आपने अपना फॉर्म गलत भरा है, आपने अपना फॉर्म गलत भरा है, क्या चाहिए था आपको? फिर आपका रूल्स को अच्छी से समझ लो, ठीक है? Next we go to BCom program student. BCom program is very, very easy. Now, as I said, all semester BCom program students, they have to do Hindi, and in the even semester 2 and 4 you have to do English. Beta 4 language courses karne hai. 1 and 3 will be English, so Hindi, and 2 and 4 will be English for BCom program. So in semester 1 you have to choose Hindi as GE. Now Hindi department is offering Hindi A, Hindi B, and Hindi C. Please understand very carefully, those of you who are doing Hindi till class 12th, you have to choose Hindi A, and those who have done Hindi till class 10th will do Hindi B, and those of you who have done Hindi only till class 8th will choose Hindi C. There is another possibility. Some of you, maybe some foreign language students also, you may not have done any Hindi up to class 8. For those students, you are allowed to take GE from the open pool. This is for the BA program students, beta. Next, let us go to life science. Now, life sciences semester 1 is very, very simple. There is only one thing that you have to remember, beta. You have to take GE from the open pool, but that life science, there are 3 core papers: botany, chemistry, and zoology. So life science students, you cannot take one of your core papers as GE. So besides, any department can be taken as your GE paper. Okay. So I think that is all from my side. Now we can have questions one by one. Jhansi, can you please ask the students? There were some queries.
Yeah. So should I read out the questions to you?
Yeah. Please, there are some hands also raised. If have the students written in the chat, and there are some hands also raised.
Yeah. I'll first take up the questions which are there on the chat box.
All right.
Many of them haven't got their ERP credentials.
Yeah, that will come. It is coming maybe by next week. The admissions are still going on. We will have another round of admissions, third round also coming. So maybe by next week, college will give them ERPs, and whenever the college is giving them ERPs, I think they will get their ERPs on their official email ID, which the college is creating.
So, and the other question is how to open the ERP portal.
So that all the how to choose the papers after going to ERP portal, I think ICT will send. So please be assured, he will give you detailed instructions on how to log into your ERP portal and how to make choices of your GE, SEC, and VSC. Naveen, are you there? Naveen?
Students, regarding the ERP portal, you will get your credentials if you have not yet get on the email ID you have given in the admission form. Okay, the registered email ID, you will receive your credentials and the web address of the portal, both. Don't worry. There is one more important question, ma'am. What about foreign students in BCom program?
हाँ, so that I told you ना, there is a fourth category BCom program में, ये मैंने लिखा भी है यहाँ पे, those who have not done Hindi till class 8, you are allowed to take GE from the open pool. Okay, you don't have to do Hindi in that case. हाँ, Jhansi, can we have the next question?
Yeah. So the other question is, ma'am, if I have Hindi plus history, so what other GE I have to select?
Okay, perfect. So that means this student who has Hindi plus history cannot do Hindi as GE, number one. So he can safely take English in semester 1 and semester 3 because college is offering English in semester 1 and semester 3. And in semester 2 and 4, he can choose open pool.
Okay, ma'am. So the next question is, ma'am, is there any choice in AEC also, or EVS is compulsory?
No, AEC coordinator will tell you when you have the orientation. Okay.
Yeah,
There are
AEC,
two-
it is, yeah, there are two papers you have to study as AEC. In one semester, you will be studying environmental sciences, that is compulsory. Okay, environment science paper studying in the you will either study in your even semesters, half of the college will study in even semester and half of the college will study in odd semester. It must be mentioned in your timetable whether you are studying EVS, environment science, or a language. So in AEC, you are studying two types of papers. In one semester, environment science, which is EVS, and the other semester, you will be studying a language. Language is, it is Indian language from Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, and Telugu. Out of these four, you can choose any one as your AEC language. And that you need to fill it in the on the ERP portal course allocation form. You will soon get your credentials for that.
Beta, so,
Other question.
sorry, Jhansi, please go on.
Explain BA program again.
Okay, yeah, sure. BA program is a little tricky, so please see that very carefully.
I think, ma'am, it will be a better idea if we share this PPT with students.
I will share. But do you want me to explain one more time or we share this?
I think sharing, and then they can contact their TICs in case of any doubt. Students, is
Okay.
that okay? We share this PPT with you and it is self-explanatory. Still you have any doubt, you can talk to your teachers, concerned teachers.
Okay, Jhansi, next question.
Some students want it explained in Hindi.
Okay. तो बेटा ये ना पीपीटी हम आपको शेयर कर देते हैं. कौन से कोर्स के बच्चे हो आप? बताओ कौन से कोर्स के हो? क्या समझ में नहीं आया? आप लिख दो चैट बॉक्स में, वो बता देंगे बेटा आपको.
What is the benefit of a minor degree?
Okay, very good question. That is a very, very good question. Actually, बेटा इतना डिटेल में आपको फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में नहीं बताना चाहते थे. माइनर डिग्री ना दो तरह से आपको हेल्प करता है. एक्चुअली इट गिव्स यू अ मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी फ्लेवर. मतलब क्या है कि मैं आगे जाके रिसर्च करना चाहती हूँ. अगर मैं साइंस स्टूडेंट हूँ, आई एम अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ केमिस्ट्री, then I am interested in doing research. You know, I think that statistics or maybe biochemistry can complement my course and it can give me skills. मतलब ऐसी skills मुझे दे सकता है कि जो आगे जाके मुझे research करने में काम आएंगी. ठीक है, मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी स्किल्स लेने से मेरे को रिसर्च में हेल्प हो सकती है, या ऐसे कुछ जॉब्स हैं जो मैं देख रही हूँ अपने लिए आगे, जहां पे मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी स्किल्स मुझे काम आएंगी, तो वो माइनर डिग्री मुझे काम आएगा. दूसरा एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है बेटा, मैंने ना केमिस्ट्री ले लिया और मुझे तो मैथ्स करना था. इतने नंबर मेरे नहीं आए कि मैं मैथ्स कर पाऊं, तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ कि मैथ्स में माइनर की डिग्री ले सकती हूँ। माइनर की डिग्री होने से मैं मास्टर्स मैथ्स के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाऊंगी। सो इफ यू हैव नॉट गॉट योर मतलब चॉइस कोर्स एज your major paper, in that case you can do a minor in the other discipline and then continue to do masters in the minor discipline. That is possible, beta. I hope I've answered your question.
There is another question, ma'am. If someone had taken Hindi till class 12 but wants to opt for Hindi C, is it possible?
Deepti?
I don't think that is eligible. Yeah,
You are not
Okay.
eligible, beta.
you are
You
not.
have to do Hindi.
Yeah. Students, please, stick to the GE orientation only. You are sending so many queries regarding other things. Please stick to GE only. There is a question, ma'am. Can we change the GE mid-semester?
Actually, beta, फिलहाल तो please choose your Gs very, very carefully. ठीक है? And start attending classes. When you attend classes, and if you feel, after attending classes, that you are not able to cope with that GE, only for genuine students, we will allow you to change your GE options. Genuine cases, where you have a valid reason to change your GE, you may be allowed to change your GE. And that can be done.
Yeah, I think you know which discipline you want to study, right? That is your second favorite discipline. So that discipline will be offering one GE paper that you need to study. Changing mid-semester, in that case, you will lose your attendance. So attendance has marks and continuous assessment marks also you will lose. So please choose it very carefully. Yes, you can change your GE discipline in the next semester if you wish to. It is not compulsory to study the same discipline GE paper throughout. But if you do 7 GE papers in one discipline, then only you will be eligible for a minor degree.
There's another question. Ma'am, I have maths honors, so can I opt for economics as GE?
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Any discipline other than your core discipline. I told you, if you have 2 core disciplines other than these 2 core, if you have 3 core discipline other than these 3 core disciplines, that is the idea.
So there are a few questions, very similar questions. Ma'am, can I take political science as GE in maths honors? And
Yeah.
I'm doing English honors. Can I choose political science GE?
I think ma'am has answered your question, beta. Besides your core paper, anything else can be your GE.
Biological sciences students, ma'am, this is a query.
Biological science can take anything as GE. You can take anything as GE, beta. You don't
And
have
what
any
about-
core discipline.
Okay. And biochemistry students?
Biochemistry students can take anything other than biochemistry.
Okay. Anything other than offered by biochemistry department can be taken as GE, and biological science students can take any discipline paper as GE. Of course, you need to check the eligibility, right? If you have not studied maths till 12th, you cannot take GE mathematics. So those eligibility conditions are, of course, there.
Also, beta, please be in touch with your department teachers. Please discuss with them. We will give you sufficient time. Don't be in a hurry. Okay? Make an informed choice. After consulting your teacher, fill up your GE form.
Another question, BA program student, Telugu plus political science, and another student, history plus political science. Could you please tell us more about GE subjects to choose from? I mean, what is
See, history, pol science is very easy. You are no language core, beta. So you have to do odd semester English and even semester Hindi. Okay. Whereas the other student who had Telugu as core paper, you have choice to do English in semester 1 and 3, and in 2 and 4 you can do open pool. If you don't want English and you want Hindi as your GE, in that case you can do open pool in 1 and 3 and do Hindi in 2 and 4. I hope that clarifies your doubt.
What is MIL? Is it a DSE or
No, it
AEC?
is a modern Indian language, as ma'am said. It is one of the 4 languages which the college is offering: Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, and Telugu.
For BSc Statistics, again a query. Students,
Anji.
you can choose any discipline other than statistics, like
That's, yeah.
mathematics, economics, history, pol science, any paper, any discipline paper you can choose other than statistics as your GE.
ये उदित है, कुछ बच्चे हैं जिनका हाथ रेस था, तो 2-3 बच्चों ने हाथ रेस किया हुआ है.
बच्चे, आपने हाथ रेज किया है, अगर आपकी क्वेरी हो गई है
चैट
पूरी
बॉक्स
तो
में लिख दो. हाँ, हाथ
आप
नीचे कर लो बेटा.
आप हाथ लोअर कर सकते हैं. प्लीज लोअर योर हैंड. We have to start with paper-wise presentation also. I think we have answered the most of the queries. We cannot answer here for each and every course. You are asking same question again and again. Minor in electronics? No, life sciences students can do minor only and only in one of the 3 core disciplines.
Botany, zoology, chemistry only. Rakhi has raised her hand. I think she wants to ask something. Life
No,
science
I
student,
think-
beta, please understand, you can do minor only in botany, chemistry, and zoology. You can't do any other minor. Rakhi,
Yes.
can we hear what is your doubt?
Rakhi wanted to join as a panelist.
Okay.
So, and BA program students, you have 2 core disciplines, okay? As the number of papers you will study, that will decide which one is your major and which one is your minor, okay? No third discipline can be your major or minor. And you will get major degree or minor degree after completion of 4 years only. If you quit after 3 years, there will be no major minor degree. Please keep this in mind. If there is no major discipline, there will be no minor discipline. So first secure a major discipline and then only go for a minor discipline. So BA program can have only major minor in the 2 core disciplines in which they are enrolled in. Okay, so they can choose any GE paper that will not give you any minor degree. Same for BCom program students. You will not get any minor degree in any other discipline. Life sciences students, you will get minor only in either botany or zoology or chemistry. So you can choose GE irrespective of whatever you want to choose, or you want to switch between 2-3 disciplines along the way, you can do. But for honors students, yes, you need to study 7 GE papers in one discipline to secure a minor degree. You have only one core discipline, which will become your major discipline after completion of 4 years.
Ma'am, should we go ahead with the presentations, and maybe some of the queries will be answered through the presentations, and if students have any doubts, they can contact the respective teachers.
Yes. I think that will give them more clarity.
Yeah.
5th semester BCom program, why are you so much interested about? Yes, in 5th semester, open pool will be there for BCom program.
So students, I think we will start with our presentations for our GE papers, which are offered by different departments. I think most of your queries will be answered there, the eligibility criteria, etc. And also, how do you get a minor degree, major degree, and what combinations you have in BA program, and what are you supposed to take? And if in case you have any queries, feel free to get in touch with any GE teacher that you would like to, basically opt for, any subject. Suppose if you're opting for political science GE, so you can contact the respective teacher in that case, right? Thank you so much, Sharda ma'am, for very patiently explaining, the entire structure of GE. I know for first year students, it will be a little too much to take, but subsequently, we are all here to help you out with choosing your GE. So the IQAC, with the main aim of helping you with choosing your right GE, we have organized this orientation program. So please listen to all the presentations carefully, make a very informed choice, and you will not be allowed to change the GE once you have already selected it. So please, listen to all the presentations very carefully. So first presentation will be by the Department of Biochemistry. So may I request the representative from the Department of Biochemistry to please offer the GE for the first semester?
Hello, a very good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, a very good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Laksh Malhotra from Department of Biochemistry. So our department is offering Molecules of Life as a GE course, and the credit distribution for this GE is 2 for theory and 2 for practical, so total 4 credits. So there is a minimum eligibility criteria for this GE, which is 12th pass with science. So those who have science in their +2 can join this course. So let me tell you about the learning objectives of this course. So as the name suggests, molecules of life. So students will learn about the different biomolecules, which are carbohydrates, amino acids, lipids, water, etc., and which are the building blocks of vital form of life. Then this course emphasizes on studying the importance of water as a biological systems and other biomolecules and their key properties, biological rules and functions. So with the help of practicals, student will be able to understand the functions of these biomolecules in a better elaborate manner. And the learning objectives of this course will be like students will learn how to draw the structures, what are the structures of different biomolecules, what are their chemical properties and functions, and they will be able to create a correlation between chemical structure and function. Apart from that, they will have an atomic level of understanding and same biological importance of the molecules. So now coming to the syllabus, so this GE course is divided into 5 different units. Coming to the very first unit, which is water and concept of buffer. So students will be learning about how to create buffer, how to measure pH, and will be able to do so many calculations regarding molarity, molality, etc., etc., etc. Then the second unit focuses on the structure of amino acids. So proteins are made up of amino acids. So here students will learn about the different types of amino acids, and based on their different classifications, they will be able to classify them into different groups. Then third unit focuses on carbohydrates. So they will be learning about different types of sugars and carbohydrates as a fuel. The fourth unit discusses about the lipids and biological system. So students will learn about some of the definitions and structures as well, about some common terms which they hear every time, such as MUFAs, PUFAs, which are monounsaturated fatty acids, polyunsaturated fatty acids, tags, etc., etc., etc. And the fifth unit is structure and organization of nucleic acid. So this is the unit which tells everything about the DNA, which is the genetic material. So students will learn the structure of DNA and they will understand how it is organized into chromosomes or chromatin. And this is about the theoretical syllabus. So we also have 2 credits for practicals. So we have just 6 practicals in this GE course, starting from the very first one, which tells about the laboratory safety and preparation of buffers solutions. Apart from that, calculations. Then we have the preparation of acetate and phosphate buffer. Students will analyze different types of amino acids based on qualitative tests such as ninhydrin and xanthopoietic test. Apart from that, students will also test different qualitative tests for carbohydrates such as Molish, Fellings, Benedict, Selivanov test, etc. And at last, the students will also qualitatively analyze different nucleic acids, DNA and RNA, based on Orsinol and DPA test. So that's all. So thank you. If you have any query, this is my mail ID. So you can send me any query. So this course will be taken up by 3 professors. I will be taking it along with Professor Lata. So we both will be taking the theory component and the practical component will be taken up by Dr. Meenakshi Kuhar. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Laksh Malhotra, for explaining the GE for the first semester.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have Botany, Department of Botany. Do we have the GE representative from the Department of Botany?
Yes, ma'am. My screen is visible now?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Dr. Shantanu Mandal from Department of Botany. And in this semester, the
Voice,
G1 course, sorry,
your voice is breaking.
sorry. Ma'am. In this semester, the G1 course offered by Department of Botany, Plant Diversity and Human Welfare. It is a compulsory course offered by Department of Botany to the students of other departments who are willing to get minor degree in botany. And if we enroll in this course, the student will get a proper understanding and knowledge about the different groups of plants and their biodiversity and how it is important in supporting the human life. And if we go deep inside the course, it is a 4 credit course. 2 credit belong to the lecture and 2 credit belong to the practical. That means 2 hour theory classes and 1 practical class of 4 hours. The course starts with the first unit, that is the understanding the biodiversity, in which the student learns about the different group diversity of plants, ranging from algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm, with special emphasis on the ecological and economical importance. The unit also go deep insight into the biodiversity of flowering plants with special focus on agrobiodiversity. The unit 2 deals with the crop diversity in various phytogeographical regions in India and their traditional importance as food. In short, the student will gain to know about the economic botany and plant resource utilization. The unit 3 deals with the forest ecology and how it is important in ecological aesthetic beauty and overall well-being of the society. The unit 4 deals with the crop plant that are high economic value. That means will deal with the cash crop of India and the future crop of India, that is the petro crop. The unit 5 deals with the conservation of biodiversity, in which the student will learn about the how we can conserve our biodiversity in different approaches and how we can use the biodiversity by keeping in mind about the future generation. The topic also throw light about the innovative and traditional methods of biodiversity utilization with minimum wastage. The syllabus end with the policy issue in conservation of biodiversity, in which we'll study about the national and international initiative and the program focusing on plant diversity and human welfare. Convention on biological diversity, international unit for conservation of nature, and also the different organizations that work in the conservation of biodiversity. After studying this course, the student will get knowledge about diversity of various groups of plants, their characteristics and identification, different phytogeographical zone in India, the basic principle of conservation of biodiversity and sustainable development, that is the SDG goal, the role of plant in human welfare. The practical course offered by this syllabus is also very different from the traditional practical classes, in which students will get more close to the nature. The course also offers visit to local parks and also visit to industry to see how drugs are extracted from the plant. The course also offers the study of algae, gymnosperm, that is available in your locality, and to understand the ecological and economic importance. In last, I can say it is a very interesting course and hope and believe that you will show some good participation in this course. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shantanu, for beautifully explaining the GE that is being offered for the first semester. I hope the eligibility criteria and everything. You would get the details about each and everything about the course on your syllabus. And please listen to the presentations carefully. It will help you make an informed choice for your generic elective in the first semester. So next we have the Department of Chemistry. So Department of Chemistry, can we have the
Yes, madam. Yes, yes, just.
Yes.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible, but yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. This is Dr. Murli Mohan from the Department of Chemistry. Yes, Department of Chemistry, Venkateswara College is offering generic elective course for the first semester students. The course title is Atomic Structure and Chemical Bonding. So this course has totally 4 credits. The theory has 2 credits and practical has 2 credits. See the theory, there are 2 credits and theory has 2 units, just 2 units, which deals with the atomic structure and chemical bonding as the course title. So students can be understand the clear details about the atomic structure, that is structure of atoms, electronic configurations, shapes of orbitals, like quantum numbers, etc. And we'll be able to understand the concepts of chemical bonding, where ionic bonding, covalent bonding, and some shapes of molecules also you'll understand. So this theory in atomic structure and chemical bonding has only 2 units, which deals only the course title, that is atomic structure and chemical bonding, which is very easy to understand. So already you have gone through this in your intermediate level, that is +2 level. So we are going to elaborate the topics again to give a clear clarification about this structure of atoms and the bonding in the molecules. If you see the practical components, again, it has 2 credits. So this practical component composes only 2 titrations, 2 types of titrations. That means you will be understanding the titration techniques in this chemistry. So actually this paper deals with inorganic chemistry practicals. So volumetric titrations will give you there is 2 different types of volumetric titrations here, acid-base titrations and redox titrations. So 2 type of titrations we are going to handle in this G1 paper. So practical component is easy, theoretical components also very easy. So you have only 2 units here, and practicals also you have 2 types of titrations. So at last, by end of the course, the students will be understanding the clear concept of the atomic structure, and the chemical bonding. So this course will be very helpful for the students who are willing to do the research or who want to clear the topics, that is clear the exams. So in future, that is regarding chemistry, this course will be very helpful. So if you have any query, please contact Dr. Murli Mohan, so Department of Chemistry. You can feel free to contact, and I will post the link of this GE course to opt in future. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Murali, sir, for the presentation. Next, we have the Department of Commerce. Do we have the representative from the Department of Commerce? Yes, do we have anybody from the Department of Commerce?
Ma'am, I think Devendra sir is there, ma'am.
Okay.
Devendra sir?
Devendra sir, are we still connected? Okay, by the time sir connects, we'll move on to the next department. Department of Economics. Can we have the representative from the Department of Economics? Do we have anybody from the Department of Economics among the attendees? Please raise your hand. We'll promote you as a panelist. Department of English.
Teachers, if you are in the attendees, kindly raise your hand. We'll make you a panelist. Dr. Devendra, are you representing Commerce Department? I can see you in attendees. I'm sending you an invite to join as a panelist. Kindly join. Dr. Alok. Please raise your hand. Wants to be a panelist and in the attendees. Dr. Alok, I have promoted you as a panelist. Dr. Jhansi, we may go ahead.
So Department of Commerce, has Devendra sir joined us? Department of Economics? Department of English? Do we have anybody from the Department of English? Can we have the representative from the Department of Electronics? Tejashwini from English?
Hello.
Hello Jansi, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Acha, ठीक है. Give me a second, I'll share my screen.
So we have
So, hi.
from Department of English.
Yeah, are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Acha, one second. Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's right.
All right. Hi everyone. So this is English department. So for this odd semester, we are offering GE as Indian English Literatures. This is our paper. And this paper has 4 credits. That is 3+1, 3 lectures and 1 practical. And yeah, the prerequisite is just class 12 pass, and across departments, anybody can opt for this paper. So I'll just come to the syllabus part. So we have, so this is a very diverse paper in terms of genre. It has a novel and short stories and poems as well. So all these texts here, they primarily focus on literary modernism in India. So mainly post-independence. So in this course, we'll be exploring how all these Indian writers, which you see on the screen, how they've adapted this global trends in literature to talk about specific realities in Indian societies. So one second. So you will see how there's a blend of Western techniques with the Indian themes and sensibilities. And also we'll be exploring the impacts of colonialism and the subsequent partitions and all the major social and political changes, all the movements and reformations that came into act. So how we'll be seeing how all of this has, a redefined nation on all the levels, like the social, political, and the individual levels. So this is a very interesting paper, to explore Indian English literature. In the sense, you'll be able to understand how a foreign language is sort of nativized, and how this adapted language, has this regional variation to it. So by the end of this course, you'll be able to understand and comprehend all the regional and linguistic diversities across India. and understand the issues, related to political and social cultures in different contexts. So hope you got basic idea what entails this paper. So those who are interested, you're welcome to join. And if you have any doubts further, you can contact the TICF department, that is Ratna Raman. And you have our mail ID here. You can just take a screenshot. And yes, thank you.
Thank you, Tejaswini, for the presentation. Students, like Tejaswini had explained to you, this paper has no prerequisite, just 12th pass, and it's open to everyone. So please make a note of the details of the teacher who will be teaching the paper in case you have any queries with regards to the paper. Do we have anybody from Department of Commerce?
Jansi ma'am, Devender sir message, he is not able to share presentation.
So he can speak, sir?
Devender sir?
Do we have anybody from economics? Can we have anybody from the Department of Electronics, representative from the Department of Electronics?
I think Dr. Rakhi is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dr. Rakhi ma'am is there.
Ma'am, please.
I hope my slides are visible. Is the screen visible? Hello? Am I audible?
Ma'am, your voice is very low.
Hello? Am I audible?
Dr. Rakhi, your voice is very, very low. Try increasing your volume.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So a very good evening to everyone. I'm Dr. Rakhi from Department of Electronics, and we are offering data engineering and analytics for as GE1 for the current session. So basically, we are currently living in an age of big data where all of us every second are generating bytes of data, not bytes, rather megabytes or gigabytes. So most of this data is generated through platforms like Netflix, YouTube, and they form the major chunk of data that is being generated daily. Now, other companies like Facebook, Google, or your e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, they are also generating a lot of traffic and data subsequently. And what are they going to do with that data? So basically, they need to make sense of that data so that they can further improve their business and improve the customer experiences also. So there comes the need for data engineers and data scientists as well. So what is data engineering? It is nothing but an art for making data useful and accessible for further analysis and decision making. And basically, data can be collected through various sources, which is then subsequently stored and organized and transformed into a better format which can be understandable or which can be used to do certain analysis which are useful for the companies or individuals. So this is the hierarchy where data engineers role come into picture, and subsequently the data scientists or a data analyst role come into picture, followed by on the top level we have the machine learning engineers or AI ML engineers. So basically the course curriculum is it's a 4 credit paper with 3 credits for theory and 1 for practical. So where we are going to cover 4 units. The first unit will give you an idea about all the mathematical tools which you can make use for data engineering. So it will be a good mix of, you can say, basic mathematics and statistics, which you must have studied till class 10. And in unit 2, we are going to cover the concepts of data engineering and data science, where we are going to learn about how data engineering helps in storing the data, organizing the data, and then making pipelines and transferring and transporting that data from one source to another, and how transforming the data into a useful format. And in unit 3 and 4, we are going to cover basically the you can say the concepts of data wrangling and data aggregation, which will be done with the help of a programming language, that is Python. So in unit 2 we'll get a flavor of different Python libraries which are useful to achieve these tasks. So, and in the practical component, there's a practical component also. So we are going to work on different problems. First of all, we are going to deal with basic problems using Python. We are going to implement them, and then subsequently the usage of the libraries. So we are going to work on real-time data sets also, as mentioned in the list of practicals. And so at the end of the course, you will be able to use data analysis tools with the help of a library called as Pandas, which is a Python library. You will be able to understand the basic data analysis techniques, data wrangling techniques, where collecting, exploring, cleaning of data and manipulating it to get to a desired, you can say, outcomes that can be done. We'll be solving some real world data analysis problems in our practical classes, and building data science applications using different Python toolkits. So there is a prerequisite for this paper. The basic knowledge of Python programming will be useful for if the student has a prior background of Python language or any other language for that matter, because I mean, programming fundamentals more or less remains same. It's just the syntax that changes. So the prerequisite is there, and yeah, that's it. So these are my contact details, and you can reach out to me through my email address if you have any further queries or doubts regarding the paper. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raki Naran ma'am, for explaining very clearly about the GE that's being offered by the Department of Electronics. Next, can we have Department of Hindi? Do we have a representative from the Department of Hindi? Do we have any representative from the Department of Hindi? Proceeding next, can we have the representative from the Department of History to please make the presentation on the GE that is being offered by the department?
Yeah, actually, I'm there. My name is Nuti Namita, but I'm not able to upload my presentation.
Should I share the presentation?
Yes, please.
I hope everybody is able to see my screen.
Yes.
Nuti ma'am?
I am
Um,
able to see your screen, but the PPT is not there.
Is it visible right now?
No, I
No,
think
I
you need
can't.
to share the entire screen. It is some settings screen which is visible.
Okay.
Please share the entire screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
So the Department of History is offering the paper Delhi Through the Ages, Making of Its Early Modern History. As you can make out from the name itself, this paper is regarding the history of Delhi. Okay, so please second slide, Chasi. The course objectives of this paper is to make the students aware of the changing patterns of Delhi city since its early inception till the 18th century. So this is a long period which we try to explore the history of Delhi from the early centuries till the 18th century, and also to understand the patterns of growth, how it went uh, from becoming bigger and bigger in size as well as in its status. It was a capital city for many of the empires of Delhi since the 12th century AD till the very last, till today actually. So since Delhi is our capital city, so we need to know about its history as well. We also learn about the vibrant cultural life of Delhi. We also learn about its social aspects and economic aspects, as well as certain Sufism. We learn about Sufism and how it affected the cultural and religious life of Delhi. As far as next second slide, uh, as far as the students, what we want the students to learn, it's through not only theoretical basis, but also by relating it firsthand, by visiting the monuments. So there is a kind of a field trip which is required in this curriculum, where we have to go and visit a monument of our choice in Delhi. And the syllabus is about Unit 1. There are 4 units in this paper. Unit 1 is Ancient Delhi and its adjoining sites, Indraprasth, Ashokan Edicts, Mehrauli Iron Pillar, Lal Court. And the second unit is from settlements to cityscapes. And this is about understanding Delhi from 10th to 14th century. And especially we have to learn about any of the 2 capital cities which existed in Delhi, like Dilli, Kuna, or Gyaspur, Kilokri, or Siri. And the unit 3 is about the 16th to 17th century Delhi. In this, we learn about 2 very important monuments in Delhi, like Humayun's Garden Tomb and the morphology of Shah Jahanabad. And the 18th century, the 4th unit is 18th century Delhi, which is about understanding political and social changes in 18th century Delhi. Okay, so these are some of the things which we learn in this paper. And also, one thing is that any 12th pass student can take this paper. This paper has 4 credits, 3 lecture periods and 1 tutorial. And it is a very interesting paper, and I hope you join and enjoy learning about Delhi with us. And these are some of my email contact details, nutinamita@svc.ac.in. Thank you.
Thank you, Nuti ma'am, for very brilliantly explaining about the history of Delhi. So the GE that is being offered by the Department of History, it doesn't have any prerequisite. Anybody apart from the history discipline can opt for this paper. So next.
Madam, I said that I have said it to your WhatsApp number. Madam, if you say I will explain the paper. Yeah, I'm not planning to share my screen, madam. That's why I have sent your WhatsApp number.
Okay, sir.
Devendra, your voice is very much cracking, not clearly audible.
1 minute. No, madam, is it okay, madam? No.
No.
Is it okay, madam? No.
No. It is not audible.
Your voice is breaking.
Students,
madam, is it
you are asking for PPTs. Let me tell you, this session is live on YouTube and it is recorded. And later on, you can watch this on the YouTube channel of the college. So all these information you can again go through. Please do not ask to repeat again and again.
You said, madam, Jansi, madam.
Yes, sir.
जानसी मैम, सुनीता मैडम को पैनलिस्ट बनाना फीडबैक फॉर्म शेयर करने के लिए।
So right now we have Dr. Devendra from the Department of Commerce.
Yes, ma'am.
As the GE that is being offered by the department.
The screen is not visible, madam.
Is the screen visible right now?
Madam, it's not coming in my screen.
Can others please?
Okay, this is the.
Yeah,
this is Dr. Devendra from Commerce Department. Commerce Department, we are having GE business organization. You know this. All the economic development of the organization has been affecting by the business development only. So here under this subject, we are going to study what are the funds available to start a business and what are the contemporary issues related to understanding of the business and how to plan for start your own venture. Okay, under this subject, we are going to cover the 5 chapters.
So your voice,
yes, madam. Yes.
Your voice is breaking. It's not audible clearly.
1 minute, madam.
Yeah, means it is not understandable at all. I think there is some connection error. No issues, Devendra. In that case, students, please note the title. We'll share the PPT with you. Business organization.
Yes, thank you, madam.
Yeah, business
Yes,
organization
thank
and contemporary issues.
Yes, madam. Yes, thank you, madam. Thank you.
So next, can we have the representative from the Department of Mathematics?
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Arushi. The Department of Mathematics is offering Fundamentals of Calculus as general elective this semester. This is a total of a 4-credit course, out of which 3 credits are allotted to lectures and 1 credit is allotted to a tutorial. Each credit equals 1 hour. The eligibility criteria of this course is that students must have passed class 12th with mathematics and there is no other prerequisite requirement. The primary objective of this course is to understand the quantitative change in the behavior of the variables and apply them on the problems related to the environment. This course will enable students to understand continuity and differentiability in terms of limits, describe asymptotic behavior in terms of limits involving infinity, to understand the importance of mean value theorems and its applications. Learn about Maclaurin series expansion of elementary functions. How to use derivatives to explore the behavior of a given function, locating and classifying its extrema, and graphing the polynomial and rational functions. This course is divided in a total of 3 units. Unit 1 focuses on continuity and differentiability of functions. This unit will cover limits and continuity, types of discontinuities, differentiability of functions, how to calculate the nth derivative using successive differentiation, Leibniz theorem, partial differentiation, Euler's theorem on homogeneous functions. Unit 2 focuses on mean value theorems and its applications, which will cover Rolle's theorem, mean value theorems and applications to monotonic functions and inequalities, how to use Taylor's theorem to expand functions, Taylor series, Maclaurin series, and indeterminate forms. Unit 3 covers tracing of curves. In this, we will study concavity and inflection points, asymptotes, relative extrema, tracing graphs of polynomial functions, rational functions, and polar equations. Calculus has lots of applications. Like in architecture, integration is used to determine the precise amount of material required. Flight engineers use calculus to plan their critical and long flights. In medical science, it is used to calculate the precise growth of bacterial cultures and for modeling disease spread. It allows for preventive measures and treatment strategies to be developed based on how quickly a virus is expected to spread. It is used by statisticians to interpret survey data. In physics, it is used to calculate the center of mass, center of gravity, electric and magnetic fields. It is used to describe the motion of objects. It is used to describe the propagation of light and the behavior of optical instruments like lenses and mirrors. Companies use it to decide the most efficient way to produce goods and the quickest route for delivery services, which helps to minimize cost and maximize efficiency. It is used to quantify how things move and change over time, like a way a rocket accelerates into space, to predict the speed of a roller coaster. In economics, it is used to calculate elasticity of demand, which is important for businesses to set prices and for governments to understand the impact of taxation on consumption. I think students should choose it as an elective, as it builds a strong foundation for advanced studies. This course is logically structured for easy understanding and is highly scoring. It will also boost your career opportunities if you get a minor degree in mathematics. These are my contact details. Kindly reach out to me for any queries. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi, for very lucidly explaining the GE that's being offered by the Department of Mathematics. Students, the feedback cum attendance form is shared in the chat box. Please kindly fill your attendance and give the feedback for the sessions. Do we have any representative from the Department of Physical Education?
I think sir is not available. He's busy in the sports admission.
Okay. So do we have a representative from the Department of Physics? Department of Physics? Do we have a representative from the Department of Political Science?
Yes, ma'am. Just 1 second, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, I would like to take up a query. एक हिस्ट्री ऑनर्स की स्टूडेंट भी हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं और वह पूछ रही हैं कि हिंदी में 3 कोर पेपर पढ़ने के अलावा उन्हें क्या क्या पढ़ना है, कृपया हिंदी में बताइए। तो बच्चे, आपको हिस्ट्री के 3 पेपर के साथ साथ एक जीई का पेपर पढ़ना है, एक एसईसी का पेपर पढ़ना है, एक बीएससी का पेपर पढ़ना है और एक एईसी का पेपर पढ़ना है। तो ये आज ओरिएंटेशन है कि आप जी के कौन कौन से पेपर चूज कर सकते हैं। तो आप अगर हिस्ट्री ऑनर्स कर रही हैं, आप अपना देखिए कि किस पेपर को पढ़ने के लिए आप एलिजिबल हैं, आपका इंटरेस्ट किस में है। जैसे कि आप पॉलिटिकल साइंस को जी चूज कर सकती हैं। अगर आपने 12th तक इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ा है तो इकोनॉमिक्स को भी जी चूज कर सकती हैं। जो भी आपका सबसे प्रिय आपका सब्जेक्ट रहा है हिस्ट्री, जिसे आपने अपना हिस्ट्री ऑनर्स के लिए एडमिशन करने के लिए जिसे यूज किया है, उसके बाद आपको और दूसरा कौन सा पेपर ज्यादा पसंद है उसे आप अपना जी चूज कर सकते
Sir,
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here on behalf of Department of Political Science. And Department of Political Science in semester 1 is offering ideas in Indian political thought as G. This paper is of 4 credit, 3 plus 1. And we start with looking into that why do we need Indian political thought? So in 1990s, there were allegations by some of the scholars like there is no contribution of Indian political thought. And we started engaging in some of the scholars, they started engaging in that whether there is any contribution of Indian political thought or Indian political theory. And therefore, looking into different perspective, like uh, that why do we need as such Indian political thought, as we have the Western political thought, Chinese political thought, Greek political thought, Roman political thought for that matter. So this takes us to also look into the difference between Indian political thought and Western political thought. And with that in mind, some of the objective that we are looking at is to understand the various themes that have shaped Indian society and politics. We are also looking at the changes and continuities in Indian political thought and the relevance of Indian political thought in contemporary political context. And in that sense, this paper is not only concerned with the ancient Indian political thought, but also it is looking into the modern Indian political thought. And we are trying to understand the connect and the interaction at different levels through various themes like dharma, danda, gender, culture and nationalism, Swaraj, and Nyaya. Apart from this, we are also looking at the different philosophers and their ideas towards these themes. And majorly, we are referring to these readings by V.R. Mehta, Professor Thomas Pantham, Anthony J. Parel. So I would request you all to opt for this paper, Ideas in Indian Political Thought. And if you have any of the concern, you can write to Department of Political Science mail ID or reach us in any of the faculty from Department of Political Science. You can also note my mail ID. Thank you, everyone.
thank you, sir, for the presentation. So I hope students, you've understood the GE that is being offered by the Department of Political Science. Anybody apart from, political science honors can opt for GE in political science. Next, do we have any representative from the Department of Sanskrit? Department of Sanskrit?
Dr. Anil from Physics Department has joined. He's requesting to be a panelist.
Okay.
Students, you are asking for a list of all the GE papers. On the ERP portal, when you will fill in the GE options, the list of all available GE courses will be there along with their eligibility. Okay, so need not to worry. All the notices, all the list will be available on the ERP portal at the top of the form. You just click on that GE notice, click on that. You will get the list and all the eligibility information from there. Don't worry about it. ERP is a college website. sass.svc.ac.in. This is the web address. You will get everything in your email along with the login details. Don't worry about it. Okay. And if you do not get, please be in touch with your teacher in charge. Some students are asking, when do we need to come to the college? The classes have already started. This orientation is about only on optional papers. 4 paper studies have been started. Come to the college, meet your department teacher. They will give you your timetable and start attending classes.
Do we have Dr. Anil with us? Can we proceed to the Department of Sanskrit? Anybody from the Department of Sanskrit? Department of Statistics?
Yes, ma'am.
So please go ahead.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Arup Kumar Singh from Department of Statistics. Dear students, Department of Statistics is offering basic statistics as your GE. I hope all of you have done calculation based on the data like calculation of mean, median, and mode in your class 11th or 12th. But I must say that statistics is beyond the mean, median, and mode. Statistics is used in every aspect of life, such as in data science, business, sports, weather, forecasting, and much more. There is a question, why study statistics? As you can see on my screen that the definition of statistics is collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Means the field of statistics is the science of learning from data. So the statistical knowledge helps us use the proper method to collect the data, employ the correct analysis, and effectively present the result. These are the areas that we can use statistics. You can see on my screen, I have mentioned there. Okay, learning objective of this paper. So the objective of this paper is to give you basic.
Excuse me. Sir, your slides are not moving. You're still on the first slide.
But my desktop, it is moving.
Maybe, when you will do the full screen.
Yeah. Wait, man. Now it is moving?
Yes, now they are moving. Yes.
Okay. So the learning objective of this course is to introduce students to different measurement scales, qualitative and quantitative, discrete and continuous data. Students should be able to understand the purpose for measuring central tendency, dispersion, skewness, and kurtosis. These are the terms which are very useful in statistics that you can use these terms for your analysis purpose to help students to organize data into frequency distribution graphs, including bar graph, histogram, polygons, and mosaic.
After completion of this course, the students will be able to apply the concept of statistical population and sample, variables and attributes, present tabular and graphical representation of data which is based on variables, various measures of central tendency, dispersion, skewness, and kurtosis. Also employ correlation and regression analysis of bivariate data. So this is the syllabus. You can see your syllabus is divided into 3 units. In very first unit, you will be study about the data, means how we collect the data, how we represent the data through various tables, frequency distribution. And in second unit, you will study about the various measures of central tendency like mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean, various measures of dispersion like standard deviation, variance. And third unit, you will study correlation regression, which are statistical techniques that help you to understand how variables related to each other. And they are used for a variety of purposes, many fields. So the total credits for this paper is 4, 3 lecture and 1 practical. And for any queries, you can contact Professor M.K. Shukla sir, teacher in charge, and myself, Dr. Alok Kumar Singh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a representative from the Department of Sociology.
Yeah, hi, I'm here. I'll just share the screen.
Yeah.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Great. Okay, so my name is Niharika, and I will be taking this paper, which is the generic lecture offered by the Department of Sociology, titled Sociology in Everyday Life. So it's a 4-credit paper, and it has no prerequisite as such. Now, the primary objective of this paper, and I personally do think this paper is one of the most exciting papers we have, because what it does is it presents sociology in the most accessible and engaging manner, especially for first-year students. The primary objective and the primary takeaway of this paper is that when we think of society, which we all think of at some point in our lives, we always make it sound as if it's something far off, something distant, something which perhaps doesn't impact us. Now, what this paper does is precisely offer an alternative perspective wherein the self becomes as important as the other. So it kind of bridges the gap between what we see and how we feel. So what this paper will then do is not only introduce you to the theoretical nuances of sociology, that is, conceptual tools such as groups, culture, self, religion, gender. It will raise those important theoretical questions, but it will also urge you to think about your own lives, your own societal locations via these conceptual tools. So as a result, the outcome shall be that you will not only become more aware of your surroundings, but you would also become far more aware of your own lives. Your own lives would be far more intelligible to you. Secondly, you'll become more reflexive. That is, you will introspect of where you stand and how you view the world, and the kind of dialogue and discussion it will enable you to have with your fellow peers as well as other people. And it will make you more critical because you'd be asking questions not only about what's happening out there, but also what you are experiencing on an everyday basis. So the assessment, the content of this paper, there are primarily 3 units. The first is Invitation to Sociological Imagination, which will familiarize you with your theoretical discussions, the basic theoretical discussions. The second is the Journey into Everyday Social World, which will equip you with the conceptual tools, introduce you to the basic concepts. And the final unit is Practicing Sociology, which is entirely application-oriented, wherein we'll apply everything that we have learned through the lectures. There are 13 readings, and it's a good mix of theoretical as well as empirical readings, also extremely contemporary readings. So we won't be reading all the old texts, we'll be reading something more current and recent. And I am certain that the classroom and the discussions that we have within the classrooms will equip you with the skills which shall not only be useful academically, but also something personally for all of you. The assessment will, of course, be class test assignment and a lot of group discussions. So I hope that I will be seeing most of you in the classroom, and we will have a great association with the discussions that will follow. Thank you. And these are my contact information, of course, my email and my name. Please reach out if you have any problems. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Niharika, for the wonderful presentation. Do we have a representative from the Department of Tamil? Do we have any representative from the Department of Tamil? May I please request the representative from the Department of Telugu to please make the presentation on the GE that is being offered by the department?
From Department of Telugu, I am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Srinivasan sir has also joined. I may call him after.
Yes. Yes, Satish sir.
Madam, video ఆఫ్ లో ఉంది మరి ఎందుకో మీరు the host has disabled it అని వస్తుంది.
మీరు ఆన్ చేయాలి సార్, ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఏం డిసేబుల్ చేయాలి.
ఓకే మేడం, పర్లేదు మాట్లాడేస్తాను. వీడియో రావట్లేదు, పోస్ట్ హాస్ డిజేబుల్డ్ అని వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా మేడం?
ఓకే సార్, ప్లీజ్ కంటిన్యూ సార్.
రైట్ రైట్, ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది. అందరికీ నమస్తే. నా పేరు సతీష్. ఐఎమ్ సతీష్ ఫ్రమ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ తెలుగు. Telugu is the home language of this college, one of the earliest department established in this college. From this department, for first semester, we are offering Telugu literature and history and introduction as a GE course. This GE course paper has 4 credits, 3 for lectures, 1 for tutorial. For this course, the students who have studied Telugu up to 8th standard, they only eligible for this course. Telugu has more than 3,000 years history, one of the ancient language of India, classical languages of India. So the students from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they can choose this paper and study this paper. In this paper, the history of Telugu and ancientness and the reasons and the evidences, the literature starts from the 11th century in written form. We can discuss it. The awareness will give from the Department of Telugu. So thanks for everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Satish sir, for the presentation that is, the GE from the Department of Telugu. So the prerequisite is that you must have studied Telugu at least up till class 8th in order to opt for this particular paper. May I now please call upon Dr. Srinivasan sir to make the presentation on the GE that is being offered by the Department of Tamil.
Ma'am, one small request. Please announce feedback for ma'am to filling the students.
Dear students, please make a note. The feedback form and the attendance form is being circulated on the chat box. Please kindly fill it. Srinivasan sir?
Yeah, I am ready.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Where is my screen?
So it's not yet visible.
You cannot start your video because the host is stopped. You stopped my video, coordinator. So you can speak in this. Okay. అది ఈ స్క్రీన్ రాదా? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You are audible and now visible
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. Thank you. Dear students, welcome to our college, Sri Venkateswara College. I am Professor Srinivasan, Department of Tamil. From Department of Tamil, we are offering 2 GE courses for first semester students. Number 1 is non-Tamil students and number 2 is Tamil students. For non-Tamil students, the title of the paper is Basic Tamil. In Basic Tamil, you can learn Tamil alphabets, Tamil vowels, consonants, and numbers, nouns, and verbs, etc. You can learn. This is for first semester non-Tamil students GE paper as Basic Tamil. The second paper is we are floating for purely Tamil students. The paper name is Introduction of Tamil Folk Literature. அன்பார்ந்த தமிழ் மாணவர்களே, நீங்கள் ஸ்ரீ வெங்கடேஸ்வரா கல்லூரியில் தமிழ் கற்பதற்காக வந்திருப்பதற்கு தமிழ் துறையின் சார்பாகவும் கல்லூரியின் சார்பாகவும் உங்களை வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறோம். உங்களுக்கு இந்த முதல் பருவத்தில் உங்களுக்கான பாடம் இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் டு தமிழ் ஃபோக் லிட்ரேச்சர், அதாவது தமிழ் நாட்டுப்புறவியல் ஓர் அறிமுகம். நாட்டுப்புறவியல் என்றால் நகர்ப்புறம் என்று இருப்பது போல நாட்டுப்புறம் ஒன்றும் இருக்கிறது. அந்த நாட்டுப்புறம் என்றால் நம் தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள கிராமப்புறங்களை பற்றியும் கிராம மக்களை பற்றியும் படிப்பதாக உங்களுக்கு இந்த பாடத்திட்டம் இருக்கும். இந்த பாடத்திட்டத்தில் நாட்டுப்புறவியல் அல்லது கிராமப்புறவியல் என்றால் என்ன, அதனுடைய வரலாறு, அந்த நாட்டுப்புற மக்களுடைய ஆடல் பாடல்கள், நம்பிக்கைகள், மருத்துவம், நாட்டுப்புற பாடல்கள், கதைப்பாடல்கள், விடுகதைகள், பழமொழிகள், புராணங்கள் ஆகியவற்றை பற்றி நீங்கள் படிக்கப் போகின்றீர்கள். இது மிகவும் சுவாரஸ்யமான அல்லது உங்களுக்கு அறிமுகமில்லாத பாடப்பகுதியாக இருக்கும். அதை கற்றுத்தருவதற்காகத்தான் நாங்கள் இங்கு 2 ஆசிரியர்கள் இருக்கிறோம். உங்களை வரவேற்பதில் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறோம். நீங்கள் இந்த தமிழ் மாணவர்களும் தமிழ் அல்லாத மாணவர்களும் இது தொடர்பாக சந்தேகங்கள் ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு கேள்விகள் இருந்தால் நமது கல்லூரி நூலகத்தின் அருகில் இருக்கக்கூடிய 8வது அறைக்கு வந்து இங்குள்ள ஆசிரியர்களை நீங்கள் கலந்து பேசி உங்களுடைய சந்தேகங்களை தீர்த்து கொள்ளலாம். வரும் சனிக்கிழமையிலிருந்து நீங்கள் கல்லூரிக்கு வந்து தமிழ் வகுப்புகளை கலந்து கொள்ளுமாறு தமிழ் துறையின் சார்பாக அன்போடு உங்களை வேண்டி கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். நன்றி, வணக்கம் மாணவர்களே. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So the Department of Tamil is offering 2 GEs, one for the non-Tamil students and one for the Tamil students. Please take a note of the GEs. And all the students, feedback.
தமிழ் மாணவர்கள் பேப்பர் பேப்பரை நான் சொல்லுவேன். அந்த மாதிரி பிராக்டிஸ் வச்சுக்கோ.
So please kindly fill the feedback form and the attendance form that is being shared in the chat box. Do we have the representative from the Department of Zoology?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Dr. Anjali ma'am, please tell us about the GE that is being offered.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so this in semester 1, Zoology Department is offering the paper of Human Physiology as their general elective. So this paper has a credit of 4 credits, which include 2 lectures and 2 practical periods. Prerequisite is nothing. The student should be just 12th pass. So the learning objective for this course, for this paper is, first is we will learn about the concepts of normal biological functions in human body. Then we will.
Sorry, Anjali. Is it just 12th pass or 12th pass with science?
It's 12th pass only, as per the document.
Okay, thank you.
Prerequisite is only 12th. Sorry, only 12th pass. Science is not required. So it includes the learning objectives include the concept of normal biological functions in the human body. Then we will study about the fundamentals of human physiology and histological structures and their correlation. We will learn about the concept of homeostasis in response to changes in external environment. Then you will be provided with the knowledge that can be applied in everyday life. Like this, the syllabus consists of 6 units. So unit 1 consists of study of tissues, where we will study different types of tissues present in human body or in animals as such. Then unit 2 starts with, unit 2 is functioning of excitable tissue, nerve and muscle. So here we will study how the impulse is conducted through nerve or muscle cell. Then unit 3 consists of digestion and absorption of food. So whatever we are eating, how it is digested in our body, how it is transported, how it is absorbed. So that all we will study a little bit in detail, not too much. Then unit 4 consists of respiratory physiology, where we will try to understand the anatomy and the various structures, body structures which are involved in respiration and how they function. Then unit 5 consists of cardiovascular system, where we will look at the functioning of our heart, and we will talk about blood components that we will study in little bit detail. Unit 7 consists of renal physiology. So we will study about the urine formation, different organs present in our body involved in urine formation. We will study the anatomy as well as the physiology of urine formation. Then the last unit consists of reproductive physiology, where we will try to understand the reproductive system and their functioning. The practical components involve the preparation of temporary mount slides of neurons and blood cells that we will make the slides, and we will study them under the microscope. Then we will also prepare some crystals, hemin and hemochromogen crystals from our blood. Okay, this experiment is very useful for forensic science study. Then we also see how we estimate hemoglobin using an instrument called Sahli's hemoglobinometer. Then we will also determine our ABO blood, our blood group. We will also see how to measure the blood pressure using sphygmomanometer. And we will also examine the histological sections of various organs of our body under the microscope. If you study this, you can go to any of these fields which involve human health and related disorder. Like it will be helpful in any career if you choose related to biomedical sciences or medical writing or as a generalist. So it will be, because it will give you a general understanding about the human body and its functioning. So if you are interested in this course, you can contact us, Professor Anita Verma, and myself, Dr. Anjali S. Navani. So you can contact us on this email ID or on these phone numbers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali, for the presentation. Do we have anybody from the Department of Economics? Do we have anybody from the Department of Hindi? Do we have any representative from the Department of Physics? Do we have any representative from the Department of Sanskrit?
Someone in the attendees has raised hand and the name is Dell. Is it a teacher?
Yeah, they haven't replied whether it's a teacher. And one other name is Kartavya.
Dell, जिसका भी नाम है, I'm allowing you to talk, please. You may speak now. If there is no query, you may lower your hand. The students, there are, if for no further presentations, I would like to take up some of the queries. You are asking that when the G form will come. So all these informations will be available on the college website. Please keep checking the college website notice section. All the notices get posted there, whether it is regarding GE, SEC, opening date, closing date, eligibility, the list of the papers, everything will be uploaded on the college website. And regarding the portal, you will get your login credentials. Colpol portal is different from ERP portal. These are two different things. Do not mix up. ERP portal, if I can share my screen. Okay. I think my screen is visible to all, right? So this is the ID, sas.svc.ac.in/login. जब आप इस पे click करेंगे, it will take you to this page. This is my account. You have to put your username and password here and log in with this when you'll get your login credentials. Okay. So this is teacher's account. It will be different from the student's account. So I don't want to show it to you. And I think when you log in it into first time, then it will ask you to change the password. तो पासवर्ड आप अपना चेंज करके ऐसा कुछ पासवर्ड रखिएगा जो आपको याद भी रहे, भूल मत जाइएगा, ठीक है? So do not get panic. Come to college regularly. There, most of the questions will get answered. Okay, you'll meet your fellow students, your seniors. Go to the library, meet your seniors, meet your teachers. आपकी सारी queries के answers वहां मिल जाएंगे. अपने senior से बात कीजिए कि उन्होंने क्या GE लिया था. क्योंकि choosing a discipline, you know, it is difficult. आपने एक कोर्स तो चूज किया, आपको प्रेफरेंस आपने भरी, जैसे आपने एडमिशन के लिए भी तो प्रेफरेंसेस भरे थे, ऐसे ही आपको जीई के लिए भी अपने प्रेफरेंसेस भरने हैं. वहां डिफरेंस था कि क्या मिलेगा पता नहीं है. यहाँ हम आपको कहते हैं कि 99% वही पेपर मिल जाता है जो आप फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस मांगते हैं जीई में. एज फार एज जीई इज कंसर्न, because GEs are all department specific, discipline specific, it may affect your minor major degree. So we make sure that you get your first preference only. Okay, but कभी कभी बहुत सारे challenges भी आते हैं, कुछ कुछ issue भी आते हैं जिनकी वजह से आपको नहीं भी मिल सकता first preference. तो second और third भी बहुत सोच समझ कर भरिएगा. लिस्ट आपको मिलेगी, कौन सा डिपार्टमेंट कौन सा पेपर का नाम दे रहा है. डिपार्टमेंट एक पेपर ऑफर कर रहा है, वो पेपर को आपको प्रेफरेंस देना है, पेपर वाइज आपको प्रेफरेंस देना है. एक डिपार्टमेंट मोस्टली एक ही पेपर देगा. क्या एक क्वेरी ये भी था कि हमें डिसिप्लिन का प्रेफरेंस देना है या पेपर का. एक डिपार्टमेंट एक ही पेपर देगा, तो डिपार्टमेंट और पेपर वाइज ही आपका प्रेफरेंस जाएगा वहां पर. अगर कुछ डिपार्टमेंट के ओरिएंटेशंस नहीं भी हो पाए हैं, आई थिंक डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार हैज जॉइंड अस नाउ. अगर कुछ डिपार्टमेंट्स के ओरिएंटेशन नहीं भी हो पाए हैं तो आप लिस्ट में देखिएगा, आपको नाम मिलेगा, आप वेबसाइट पे जाकर उनका सिलेबस देख सकते हैं। मिलिए, बात करिए, सारे आपके क्वेरीज वहां आंसर हो जाएंगे। प्रोग्राम स्टूडेंट्स, बीकॉम प्रोग्राम और बीए प्रोग्राम के लिए लैंग्वेजेस पढ़ना जरूरी है। 2 लैंग्वेजेस आप चूज करेंगे, एक लैंग्वेज आप इवन सेमेस्टर में पढ़ेंगे और एक ऑड में पढ़ेंगे। Your GE discipline must be different from your core discipline. ये आपको ध्यान रखना है, आपका core discipline आपका GE discipline नहीं हो सकता। अगर बाई चांस आपने पढ़ लिया तो आपका रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर नहीं होगा, आपका रिजल्ट अटक जाएगा। So make an informed choice. I'm repeating it again and again. Dr. Anil,
Yes, ma'am. I'm available right now. So,
okay.
1 minute. I'll join with the screen.
Okay, sure.
थोड़ा स्क्रीन शेयर स्क्रीन शेयर बताइए, यहाँ पे स्क्रीन कौन सा स्क्रीन शेयर करना है मुझे? फाइल जो ये वाला है फाइल, ओ सॉरी इसमें है, यस हाँ या ma'am, is it visible? The screen is visible to everyone, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience. So first, I would like to introduce our department. This is Department of Physics and offering GE mechanics for the student. And this course highly interesting as well as basic fundamentals to the for all respective streams. And if anybody wants to be in biology, chemistry, or in other courses also, this mechanics course is highly exciting and very much interesting. And there is no prerequisite for these courses. And it was offered by Physics and Astrophysics Department, usually from University of Delhi. But we are also offering the same thing. And it is consisting of a 4-credit course. 3 are lectures, 1 is a practical course. So it is highly interesting, and you can feel the joy of learning in this course while enrolling. And I would like to discuss a few more learning outcomes of this course. And basically, the of this course is to familiarize with all initial laws of motions, and as well as energy conservation theorems, and as well as all fundamental and classical descriptions of both celestial objects, celestials and material objects. So the main description is like this. So you can enrich your knowledge in understanding about physical laws, and you can know about the basic theorems, theorems like Kepler's laws and energy conservation theorems and circular orbit motions. All these things will be enhance your knowledge in physics. Apart this one, and one more thing is, if you are working, or if your understanding has been pushed further to understand physics in a specialized domains, like when objects are moving with high speeds compared to the velocity of light, then the answer I would like to say here is the special theory of relativity is there for you to understand about the things. And yes, this section is really interesting for the all physics who wants to learn about relativity. So, and this section is also there in this physics course. And yes, apart this theoretical description, we are also providing the practical knowledge of the conservation theorems and small laws of Newtonian laws and all those stuff. So finally, I would like to say that this course will be enrich your knowledge in physics for the other streams of the students who are not to the core part of the physics. So that's it. And the recommended books are already mentioned in the syllabus copy of this course. And yes, that's it. We are welcoming all the new first year students for SVC, and hearty welcome from our physics department side also. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You may please stop sharing your screen now.
Okay.
Dear students, the feedback form and the attendance form are on the chat. So please do fill them, and it will record your attendance and your feedback. So time and again, there are queries about how to choose the GE. Basically, you will be getting your ERP login credentials very soon. So once you get your ERP login credentials, you will have to log into the ERP website, and then you will have a form wherein you can choose your GE, your SEC, your WAC, right? So please make informed choices. And for honors student, so basically if your honors discipline is political science, so you cannot choose the same subject as your GE. You must choose anything apart from your honors discipline. So for BA program and BCom program, we have the languages. So Deepti ma'am, would you like to take any other queries, or should we proceed to vote of thanks?
Yeah, I think students are asking for PPTs, especially for economics department. Students, we are not able to contact any economics teacher right now, but you may contact Dr. Krishnan Kumar is the TIC of the department. You may contact him. He will give you the brief idea about the paper. Or maybe a short PPT may be available to you, and we'll upload it on the website. Otherwise, you can in the list of the pool of GE papers, you can see the title, which will be uploaded soon on the college website. Keep checking the website. Students, there are many queries. Course-wise, you are asking whether I can opt this or that. I'm from this honors. It is not possible for me to reply to all. We have given you the broad idea of GE, right? GE is choosing a paper from a discipline which is not one of your core disciplines. Just keep that in mind and check the eligibility. When you'll be filling the form along with the title of the paper, eligibility criteria will be mentioned. Just check whether you are eligible or not. In case of any doubt, you may take help of your TIC or that department which GE course you want to choose. उनके TIC से आप help मांग सकते हैं, अपने senior से consult कर सकते हैं. I think 80% of your doubts will be cleared by your seniors. So do meet your seniors. Avisha Agarwal, you have raised your hand. Do you have any query? Please ask if you have any query. Avisha Agarwal. Okay, there is a query. If we want to pursue a GE which is not offered by the college, beta, you cannot choose any such GE. GE app cluster colleges का concept है, but that is only for SEC and BSc and AEC, not for GE. Our college do not have a computer science department, no psychology department, so no geography department. We do not offer these GEs. Computer science papers will be some of the papers like R and Python. These papers will be offered as SEC, skill enhancement courses. So there you will get the opportunity to learn all these web designing, front-end web designing, back-end web designing. So in each of the first 6 semesters, you have to study one skill enhancement course. There you can opt these computer science related papers. We'll give you a detail in the SEC orientation. Anything else? If you do not know your roll number, you can, your enrollment number, admission number, whatever number you have, you can fill in that one in the attendance form. Yes, in each semester, you need to study one GE paper. To know more about the academic structure of the course, you can see the UGCF flow chart. गूगल पे जाइए आप, वहां टाइप कीजिए UGCF फ्लो चार्ट, तो आपको एक अच्छा सा चार्ट खुल के आएगा जिसमें बहुत क्लियरली मेंशन है ऑनर्स के लिए एकेडमिक स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, आपको क्या क्या पेपर पढ़ने हैं, बीए प्रोग्राम के लिए अलग है, बीकॉम प्रोग्राम के लिए अलग है, लाइफ साइंसेस के लिए अलग है. तो देयर इज अ वेरी नाइस चार्ट व्हिच इज सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी that will help you to understand the academic structure. Anything else? BSc Honors Physics classes started in college. Please come to the college. You'll get to know. I don't know why you're sitting at home. This entire session is getting recorded and it is live on YouTube. You go and search for a Sri Venkateshwara College YouTube channel. There you will see the entire recording, which you can also watch later. If you want to revisit any of the points, you can watch it later and you can share the link with your friends who miss out this orientation program. I think there are no more queries now.
So, should we proceed with the vote of thanks?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Deepti ma'am. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank our principal, sir, Professor V. Ravi, Sharada Pasricha ma'am, who's the coordinator for GE, and Dr. Deepti Jain ma'am, who's the coordinator Criteria 1 and is also a member of IQAC. And our co-hosts for today were Dr. Sunita Yadav and Dr. Chandrasekhar, and all the distinguished faculty members who took time out of their busy schedule to join us this evening and make a presentation on the GEs that are being offered by the department. And special thanks to all our support staff, our ICT team for making this possible, for creating the Zoom link and also hosting this on YouTube, and all the support staff who are working tirelessly to help us very seamlessly, hold this orientation. And special thanks to all the students who have joined us this evening on Zoom as well as on YouTube. Please go through your generic elective choices very carefully. The list will be available to you on the website. Keep constantly checking the college website for any updates, and you will soon be getting your ERP login credentials. Please go through all the details and make a very informed choice for your GE for the first semester. And wishing you all a very happy and enriching learning experience. And all the best to all of you. I hope this orientation would add some knowledge to what GE is all about and help you make an informed choice. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Have a great evening.
And I would like to thank the session moderator, Dr. Chasi, for conducting the session so patiently when we were bombarded with so many queries of these curious students. Thank you, Chasi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, students, see you in the college. Bye-bye.